Michigan season has fallen off the rails. It's a massive disappointment to lose Michigan State and Illinois and Maryland at home in a 2 week span. They now need some help, but I don't even think if they get help, it's going to mean much. They got to go to the Breslin Center this weekend to play for a share of the Big Ten title, but the only way it's even for a share is if Iowa defeats Michigan State tonight. Dusty May, in his post-game press conference with the media last night in Ann Arbor, was very aware of this, keenly aware of this. He gave a quote that said, "Look, obviously, we're big Iowa Hawkeyes fans right now, but more importantly than that, we just need to get back to playing good team basketball." It's a loaded statement from Dusty there, but obviously we're Iowa Hawkeyes fans. That's Dusty May's energy as Michigan State plays Iowa tonight. Any thoughts on what Dusty's saying here?
I mean, he back against the wall. He's got to be an Iowa fan. That's got to be a terrible position to be in if I was him. Full transparency. Loved your pick on best bets. Everybody should go watch that of Michigan State -7. Love it even more now that I know it means Sunday could mean nothing. Like that feels like a perfect, like, let's just go blow Iowa out, who stinks anyway. And then like Michigan can take the game very seriously and we can just pretend it was their Super Bowl moment, type of thing. The back half of his statement is very, very loaded. Danny Wolf shot?
Danny was like taking a leadership role in the post game, so I think if anything, Danny and Dusty feel pretty aligned on this right now. But look, the reality of this Michigan team, they're broken mentally right now, and by they, I really mean all the guards: Roddy Gale, Reuben Jones, Trey Donaldson. Those guys are just shells of who they were at earlier points this season, and I think everyone's frustrated. Nobody knows what the answer is. I was telling Cart this in the recap. I don't think there is an answer other than just like, hey guys, play better. It's not like there's a schematic tweak here or different personnel stuff. These guys just have to find it. And I think that's like I watched last night. I felt like I saw an exasperated Dusty May for the first time because he's looking at himself. He's looking at the product on the floor. They scored 22 points in the first half. And I think for the first time all year, he felt like he ran out of answers. Like he was trying Will Cheddar alongside the other two bigs at one point, and just knowing it's doomed and it's not going to work because he's got broken basketball players right now that he can't seem to figure out. So I don't mind the second half of this because, look, I think in general that is the biggest priority right now. You've hurt yourself enough already. Even talking Big Ten title hopes right now is ludicrous to me. You no longer control your own destiny. You need more help than just that. You need a team that's way better than you in Michigan State to lose to a team that's worse than you in Iowa and then lose to you again after they beat you. Like, it's not going to happen. So even getting at the podium and talking about, yeah, I'm a big Iowa fan. Let's just calm down, okay? Because I'll tell you where I'm at with this. Uh, Look, I'm dreading going to the Breslin Center no matter what. But if God forbid the title was back on the line in East Lansing this weekend, I mean, we're going to get Michigan State's best punch regardless. It's Michigan State. But if you think for 1 second with a title on the line that this version of this Michigan team is going to show up magically at the Breslin Center, like, you're going to get punched in the mouth for 40 minutes. So don't ask for that. Don't sit at the podium begging, oh, I hope Iowa wins. No, like you can want this. And obviously, logistically, it's the right thing to want for. But man, I would not be talking anything about Big Ten title implications. You've lost that right in the last two games at this point, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree. I got a question for you because what you just did was so authentic, passionate, and real, right? What Dusty did was kind of like hopeful. um, am I wired too odd? Like I would prefer my coach do what you just did than be like, hey, we're Iowa fans.
I think that's just like I agree in general. That's I like when coaches just speak raw and honest about stuff. That Dusty's just such a calculated, like calm person. He
Yeah,
has his rule book. He goes by the rule book. If the results don't happen, well, okay, this is why I'm going to go back to the rule book. You know, it's
yeah,
just kind of who he is, which has been frustrating to me as his team loses all fire. It just kind of feels like Dusty's just like, well, we just got to try to play better.
yeah.
We
Like
will, you know.
I'd rather my coach be like, yeah, even if Iowa wins, going to the Breslin's going to be a dog fight. I'm not sure we have the dogs. And then
Right.
if I'm Danny Wolf, I'm like, oh, cool. All right. Like I'm in the gym. I'm not even watching Iowa, Michigan State. Dusty's gonna have to tell me we have a shot on Sunday, and whether we have a shot or not, I'm showing up like a pit bull, ready to show him that he's wrong.
Right. Yeah. I feel the same way. And I don't know. It'll be interesting to see because reading between the lines, Dusty and Danny both are just sort of out of answers. And it's just like, well, there's still optimism, there's still time, but somebody's got to step up and make a change and figure it out.
Can I? I don't think Danny's out of answers. I just don't think he's looking at the problem correctly, or the math problem correctly. When you have a 6'3" guard on you, go to the post and make a layup, Danny. There's your answer.
Yeah, he tries. He tries. I see. I'm out of energy to even discuss this at this point. It makes me so sad.